Hello, lords and ladies. Private Yorkie here, back to the front. Crazy out there. We'll get crazy in here too, because we're heading back to Wintersun in Golarion. For more of me is the Aeon laying down the law in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're having a good tour of the place here. I think we've got a couple of desk doors, so before we do... Right, I'm getting hairs in my mouth. You dogs. Right. We've come out of the cave where we spoke to the old lady. Knowledge. Oh, we found the identity. Anyway, whatever. There. Got something going on. It's a bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. And so we just one bear. I think we're okay to just go. It's a big bear also, but... Oh, it's gone. There we are. Unable to withstand the blow, also drops to the ground. He's still alive. But his strength is dwindling. Noticing your continued proximity, Bear's teeth and snarls if he's trying to say something. Grrr. I'm in the bear's body. The bear's fur is matted, infested with parasites and numerous scars over the bear's body. One particular spot draws your eyes, a brand mark with an intricate design. Same one as the shaman's medal. You can see anything, no. What did Sona do to you? Upon hearing the name, the bear freezes, raises his head, and releases a long drawn-out howl full of yearning and pain. Show it some mercy. Also seems to understand the look in your eyes. He stops growling, closes his eyes, and breathes heavily. Can't talk to them.
Rules are made to be broken.
A bright future awaits us.
The stags that got us. Alright, let's go back inside, yeah? Go tell her what happened. See how mad she is.
There are many roads to success.
She was over here, wasn't she? Oh, she's here. The old woman gives you a hostile look. Her face holds no trace of its former madness. You're back. I sense the abyss spirit that is linked also in its weakness. If it dies, the foul poison of the corpse will seep into the tree roots. Creatures from the other side will come, and nothing will be left but a toxic wasteland. You don't care about my forest, so why is Orso still alive? I need to make sure that Orso is the villain and not the victim. Yes, it's a spirit of the abyss, but an experienced shaman can handle them. I forced the evil to serve good, my living forest. There's nothing wrong with that. I saw a mark left by your medallion on the bear's pelt. The old woman crosses her arms over the chest. Yes, also the terrible is my creation. I use this medallion to control an evil spirit of the abyss after linking it to the sacred bear. And I force the spirit to serve good by linking our lives together. What happened to also the Great Spirit? The old woman clenches her fist. It has lived for centuries in a bear's body, ancient as the forest itself. It ensures that the trees grew tall and the flowers bloomed. It ensured the deer has grass to eat and the smilodons enough deer meat. But the natural order has been broken. I had to do something, and I did it. The kind also that was known in Sarkoris is gone forever. The guardian of the forest remains. Do spirits of the abyss wreak as much evil as demons do? Goldman sighs in irritation. Yes, they are just as evil. The spirits of the abyss are abominations. The forest spirits fear them to the point of madness. They seek refuge from their madness by possessing wild animals. You saw what that looks like. You saw how I separate them. In every moment, suffering, there is a hope separating them. I learned how to bind them. Is something to do with Camellia spirit too? I don't know. Well, this will be the lawful judgment for her crimes. I can go finish him off. What will happen then? The old woman shrugs. I will mourn also, but life must continue. That is the law of things. This place is full of spirits of the abyss. They fly around aimlessly, driving the forest spirits mad. I will set them to work to replace our protector, and I will bind as many abyssal creatures as my strength demands. Well, if you've been doing that and there's still a lot flying around, you're not doing much good, are you? Betty gives the old woman a harsh, malicious smirk. It turns my stomach whenever I see smug masters of fate such as you. Do you think you have the right to do whatever you want to other people? Do you think it's funny to take a living creature and thrust some disembodied spawn of the abyss inside it? I hope you burn along with every tree in this precious forest you were supposedly trying to protect. Either you don't understand what you're doing here, or you're just crazy. Lance shakes his head. I once heard a story about a small tribe of mongrels besieged by some monsters that came from the bowels of the earth. The creatures trapped the people in the village they couldn't hurt, and they slowly died of starvation. It wasn't long before the people started eating their dead. Then, when it was over, the creatures left. Our scouts found the village and they found the chief. He was the only survivor. He was wandering around the settlement, muttering under his breath and attacking anything he saw. He stood guard over the bones of his tribesmen and women, the people he had killed and eaten. His mind was gone and the scouts were forced to kill him. This old woman reminds me of that chief. He's also lost her mind watching over the bones of the dead. Well, I've heard from my companions, and I think I'm sorry about your forest, but a connection to the abyss. You don't lead to evil. You must die. The old woman crosses her arms over her chest. I'd rather die now than see my forest slowly die in agony. She has any soul that she cannot put up with. Instead, she tightly squeezes her medallion, which cracks in her withered fist. You're done. Might be useful. Might be able to get it restored. Now, out we go. It's also and he's gone. Okay. Guess that was a salute and he disappeared.
I will guide.
Nothing much there.
Focus on the goal.
Let's have a quick save.
Can't hide from me.
I'll just have
Get
to
another
resort to
obstacle.
Oh yeah, this is a bunch of enemies, isn't it? Right, get that up. Oh, you can't. Get that one.
So it comes to this.
Man.
wrong mongrel.
Has to be on the bear. Healer.
No without risk.
Darren. Get them out. Turn that on as well. There's another outcast. Thunder on this one. Red.
Let's try this way.
Yorkie.
You've made your choice.
Ow, 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 ow. Guard down.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray.
Darren, you get them out. What are you doing, Darren? I didn't tell you to do that. Thunder. Oh, come on, that's not what I did. That's not fair.
No fear!
You down.
This is
That's me down.
Endure this.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Out of my sight.
Didn't realise I was Darren. You're down. Thunder. Right, you go in there too.
This will hurt.
You can go take this one on. Clayton, there, land. Good. Feel it over here.
No glory without risk.
I will see to your demise.
That's them done. Some more. That's an area exit. Perhaps I might need to flee home. Oh, actually, one thing I can do. There's a belt, isn't there? The level 6 spells. You've got level 6 spells. Oh, hang on. You don't have a belt. You can have that one for level 6 spells. It'll summon a demon. No one needs that. You don't have a cloak. Well, you do now. That's +1. That's +2. What's this crown? Blading crown. Whenever the wearer of this headband of charisma +4 deals damage to a spell, one or more enemies, he gets +10 temporary hit points for 3 rounds. Hmm. Only be for you. You are charisma though, aren't you? Charisma and intelligence. Maybe. It's better charisma, it's just intelligence, but your intelligence is very high end. You can have that, but you don't have a protection thing yet. Intermediate step. Right. What's over here? Because we've got this area to explore. We'll come back and do the village, which this looks like it is, afterwards.
Unexpected outcome.
Come on, take him down.
I'm wounded.
Rudy, Nora, take him down, will ya?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's get some speed on stuff. Darren, get them out. That's on. For all of us.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Missed.
Into the fray.
Well, it can hit every time.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Man.
You won't survive me.
Oh, it's reducing to 0. Wow. Darren. Darren, can you hit with a spell that will hurt? Right now. Ain't got no spells left. Ain't got nothing left.
Precision and grace.
About time to start maximizing, I think.
So it comes to this.
You sure? Overcome it. Oh God. Try that.
Endure this.
It's reducing that to 0 too. Off is down. This is not good. Basically dead.
I'll make short work of this.
He's dead. We got here.
You've made your choice.
New share. Get another of these, but on these. Oh. Oh, still has some life in it. Can we please have something useful happen?
Make every strike count.
Zero. Darren, unpack. Cold iron. Hang on. Don't need the pet cat. What's this?
Out of my sight!
36. Come on, Yorkie.
No fear.
8 out of 9, that's no good. Immune. Oh, good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh god, it's healing as well. We're not, so we're gonna die.
I will see to your demise.
Come on. Come on,
I'll
Yorkie.
just have to resort to brute force.
Okay, that was a good one. Get another like that, that'll be good. About one. Not overcoming. That's not that. About this, no. 15. That's 49. Come on, Lan, you can do it.
You won't survive me.
Ellen, why got you do? Come on.
Precision and grace.
Ooh. Come on, Yorkie, we only need one hit.
So it comes to this.
That's not a hit, Yorkie. You did sneak some through before, so let's try again. Another 15. And 34. Lan, can we have some critical from you, please? Not even getting hits from you. They're down.
I'll make sure.
Then got sacrificed. Yorkie.
You've made your choice.
Got him. That was a thing. Got 5,000 for it. That was not easy.
No challenge at all.
Wisdom cannot be etched into stone, it can only be carried in the heart. Okay. It should be going anywhere else. I think we should be going back here for the area exit. But here's fine. And we'll go home because we got the rest.
easy.
The power of the forest is 100 trees. Alright, it looks like I might have to take a quick break. Just check. Yep, I'll be right back. Alright, lords and ladies, we're back. Right, we're going to get out of here. Get everything. Then we're going to teleport back to Devon, because everyone's at death's door. Citadel. But them spirits we've been fighting since we picked up that whip, they've done a lot of good. Right, go rest first. And we'll check if there's anything with the thing to do.
Do you think talking about how strong you are all the time makes you strong? It doesn't. It just shows that you constantly need to remind yourself.
Maybe I say it to remind you of that fact. To get you to stop acting like you're smarter than me. Draw your sword.
Well, to be honest, Wendy, since I haven't leveled you up at all, she is stronger than you. My friend, we need to oversee these tasks. A smile plays on Camelia's lip. Her eyes remain cold. You see, I find the nature of your mythical power repellent. Ah, yeah, she's not going to stick around, is she? Because I'm going into law. Don't misconstrue my words. Wielding such incredible power would be anyone's dearest wish. Mine included. I relish every moment that your power encompasses me. When it leads me into battle, when it is unleashed in a single deadly spell that rips through my enemy. He tilts ahead, and along with that, I can also send you a pleasure when you judge all and sundry for their every indiscretion, great or small. I've been observing you, and I am beginning to be concerned for my own future. I feel the need to near you. That is why I wish to tell you, be careful. Go any further, and your friends will begin to turn away from you. Are you leaving me? No, not right now. I'm simply warning you that you are treading on thin ice. Your power is leading you down a lonely path. You are following it blindly. What kind of friend would I be if I abandoned you right now without even trying to make you see what's happening? Alright, I'll think about what you said. Wise decision. Think it all over and then make the only correct choice. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yeah, she's not going to stick around all the way, is she? Because she's not going to like that I'm so lawful. Right, manage Crusader affairs. See how close we are to getting something done. What are we doing here? Skip day. That's 15 with logistics. Right, and let's have a look at these. I want to do. Oh, yes, I just want to recruit them. And then them. How's our number 9? Number 9's there. Number 1's there, going over to number 9. Right, skip day. Fate of the Stone of Ghostly Pathways will be augmented, and we've got 2 things here. Demon's heirs of Sarkorian face rejoice. The ancient relic has been torn from the claws of demons. They are ready to place on the commander's gear to help take revenge for their lost homeland. Now choose the item that will adorn. Circlet, a ring, or a sign. No one's using signs. Circlets. Yeah. Ring does what? Let's do a ring, because we can all use a couple of them. Then we got in our midst. Spies of the Abyss had attempted to infiltrate Dresden to find out the commander's plans. It was only by chance that they were stopped. The officers have suggested increased security in anticipation of new attempts by the demons. You can get 10 Inquisitors. Use collective responsibility. Could do that. What's this? 1,000 leadership. Okay. That's just Inquisitors. I'm not using them. That is a one-off thing. I don't know if that is a one-off thing or not. It might come back. Select trustworthy soldiers who will keep an eye on their comrades. We'll take it. Taylor will personally talk to the best among the Crusaders and select the most loyal and pure of heart. The spies. Can't we do? Oh, we don't have enough resources. Well, we can take care of that. Fate of the Attractive Impulse. That's the next one. Right, let's go sell stuff. Then we can set up one of the outpost Sebastians. Hello, Seela. Seela seems to be in a good mood. He smiled at you and scratched the back of her head, as if suddenly realising something. I probably shouldn't have come to you. Don't come to you officially, like to an audience, but this is the only way I can catch you these days. I wanted to ask, would you be willing to go shopping with me? Sure. It's probably not right to distract the Knight Commander with such trifles, but I thought I should drag you out on a walk. We haven't enjoyed a moment's peace since we met. We've either been saving Canabrades or marching on Dresden. Besides, I desperately need advice. I'm going to buy a present and I know nothing about fancy jewellery. Who's the present for? For Aeon and his bride. After that story at the camp when Curl stole the ring from us and summoned the demons, Aeon and I both overreacted and said some things we shouldn't have done. He apologised to me, but I haven't really apologised to him. I want to buy a ring to replace the one that was stolen. And there's a new jewellery shop in Dresden. Go and buy Sunhammer. Same jeweller who made the first ring. Great idea, let's go. Great, well then, I'll meet you at the jewellery shop in the east end of the city. Alright, well we've got to go out and sell stuff anyway, and if he's a merchant, we can sell there. Where's that tab made? One in. I bet that's it, the jewellery artist, and I bet that's Derek Sunhammer. Well, there's no point in riding it because it goes at the same speed as me, see? I just have to make sure we select it together. In we go. To my eyes this evening, the victorious Knight Commander himself has paid a visit to my shop. Such an honour, such an honour. A dignified dwarf in luxurious, beautifully adorned garment bows to you. Before turning Sealer, you are most welcome as well, Amadeus Faithful. It is a pleasure to see so many brave crusaders within these walls. I am Derek Sunhammer, the jeweller. This shop is one of many that I own. Ah, Master Derek himself. I heard the only place one is likely to bump into you is at Royal Reception. Not at all. My wares are expensive, not least because I have to buy costly metals and gems and also pay for the security of shops and workshops throughout Mendev and beyond its borders. My prices limit the circle of my clientele. That doesn't mean I myself shun all those not in possession of a noble title. Master Derek gives you a warm smile. I must say again, very pleased to see you here. Why do you open a shop on the front line of the war? There are two sides to me, if I can put it that way. I'm both a merchant and an artist. For the artist in me, the crusade is a limitless source of inspiration. In recent years, I have crafted very few delicate items, plant and flower patterns, you know. My current preference is for heavier, larger jewellery, dark metal, expressive gems and cool colours. Everything that reminds me of steel armour, the calming weight of a shield in your hand, the clash of weapons. But the merchant in me sees something else in Dresden, a risky but potentially fruitful new market. If you succeed in your noble cause and defeat, or at least push back the demons, the city will thrive, and whoever is first to make a splash here will reap the rewards. Those are my motives, inspiration and greed in equal measure. Master Derek makes a helpless gesture. Sheila wants to talk to you about something. You have my full attention. The dwarf strokes his beard. It's a simple matter. You might remember that a while ago Sir Ilan of the Hound Hearts ordered a ring from you. A silvery ring with a blue-green gem. I would like to buy something similar, but I only have this much money. Sheila showed him her coin purse. I'm here to listen, that's all. At the moment. Unfortunately, what you're offering, Valiant Sealer, is only enough for the most inexpensive ring. The gem in it is not the colour you need. Alright, for once I'll do something good. It's you, Sealer. You fight alongside me. For you, I'll stand my ground here. We need the very best. Sealer sends you a grateful look. You performed an action that was good. Gold coin. Master Derek lowered his head respectfully and retrieved a box from his belt. And from that bag on his belt. Opening it to reveal an exquisite ring with a glittering blue-green jewel. It lets you play the light on the gem's facets. Then places the box in Sealer's hands. This is a special item, and I'm glad to see it goes to someone as worthy as yourself. For how could the commander's friends be anything but? May it bring you good fortune to its owners. Now, if you'll excuse me, I don't usually make sales on my own shops. I have golems for that. Besides, I prefer spending my time on my workbench, not behind the counter. But I was glad to serve you, your valiant companion. All the best. Oh, he's buggered off. So I guess I can't sell that. Alright, well then I guess we can step outside. Well, that's done. Sealer throws you the ring box. Come with me to the barracks to give the ring to Ilan. You happy with what you bought? Well, yes, the truth is I just need a reason to talk to him and show that I want to patch things up. I'm not that great at differentiating stuff, but I'm trying. Right, let's go. When I go to pray for the sword battle, this feeling of total calm comes over me. Like, whatever. Let's get a move on. There we are. Helen has found that. Sealer! Knight Commander! Helen seemed a bit discomforted. Good to see you. Not this again. Well, to avoid drawn-out conversation, I'll just get to the point. I got you a gift. It's, well, a ring to replace the one's curl stole. Oh, Sealer, thank you so much, but you shouldn't have. I've already apologised to you for how I behaved back at the camp. I'll say it again, I don't blame you for anything. We fought shoulder to shoulder here in Dresden. Can't we just let bygones be bygones? No, we can, but take the present. Your wedding is right round the corner. Sealer puts the ring in the knight's hand. I'm not going to act paranoid and ask it, or act needy and see if he trusts me. If he doesn't, that's up to him. I don't care. You know, we found Jana after she ran off. She was taken prisoner by demons. So I heard, and I'm not surprised. She didn't just let us down, she let herself down too. By the way, when is the long-awaited wedding? Very soon. That's what I want to talk to you about. It would do us a tremendous honour if you'd come to my wedding. We're going to hold it not far from the walls of Dresden, to the east, towards the river. Sealer's already been invited. Now I'm asking you. You showed so much kindness to me when you helped me look for the ill-fated ring. I simply must repay you somehow. Besides, Kiana would simply love to meet you. Can't deny her anything. Great, say you'll go, Yorkie. Aren't you worried about holding the wedding outside the city walls? We chose a place that is still within range of the holy power of the Sword of Valor. My fellow Houndhearts will be there, and Kiana and her friends know how to handle themselves. Of course, the location is not entirely risk-free. Nowhere in the world wound is, but it's as protected as it can be. The territory has been much calmer since your victory. Yeah, I'll be there, why not? Thank you, Commander, and you, Sealer, this gift. So long, my friends. Sealer turns to you. Thank you for coming for a walk with me. It's so nice to take a breather between fights sometimes. I hope we have a good time at the wedding. All these battles and divine powers. We need to make sure we don't lose touch with ordinary life. You might have a... Okay, well that gets us up there, which is no good to us, so... Out we go, back we go. I did. Now let's find some... Actually, let's go to Asino, the priestess. Or priestess, I think. A woman in gold embroidered cleric's robes greets you with a polite bow. Her eyes, the colour of molten gold, gleam brightly in her dusky face. Greetings, Commander. My name is Arsino. I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar in Absalom. And I came here, assuming the defenders of the fortress could use the services of a cleric. Perhaps you read about the wounds that sometimes opened in my chest. Are you familiar with the kind of ailment? Arsino quickly probes you with the skill of an inexperienced healer. So the wound was right here, and then it disappeared and reappeared. Amazing. Oh, this is the first time I've heard such magic. Can you give me advice how to heal it? I'm sure that you've already used the purification chaos warding spells. And for obvious reasons, you do not have the option of leaving the campaign and going on a long pilgrimage to various shrines. Since that's the case, keep a diary, make careful and systematic entries about your well-being. It's worth record the circumstance in which it happens. I'm afraid this is the only advice I can offer right now. What do you think it might be? I think it's some kind of demonic corruption or particles of chaos from the abyss have entered through the wound in your body and made it so unstable. It sounds quite interesting, incidentally. Judging from the records of researchers of abyss, strange things have happened in this cursed place. Alright, well, you said you don't seem to be able to heal me, that's fine. Priestess of Abadar. What do you think of my leadership? Arsino lowers her head respectfully. With pleasure, I have not seen a place calmer and better organised than Dresden for some time. The wound, evil and chaos are outside its walls. There is peace and order within the fortress. Everyone carries out their duties, no one is idle or lazy, and our warriors are doing the utmost to expedite our victory. Happy to be here, to say the least. Alright, what services? Use the help of a cleric. That gets me in bulk selling for a start. Deal. Right. No one's using short swords. Things that aren't magic get got rid of. That's no good. No one's using nest dog. No one's using a flail. What's that? Hand axe of Rovergug. We'll keep that for now. Mace of Fire, no. Those are garbage. No. What is Staff plus one was using it? One's using Oak the Black. So Shiny Dagger, we'll keep that. Soul Shear, we know. Sunstroke, heavy mace. No one's using a heavy mace. Blade of no escape langsword. Oh, that was garbage, wasn't it? Get to that. Illustrious sweep. We don't know about that. We're only going to be using one Warhammer, so we'll get rid of that one. Whenever this +3... Oh, you can't get two-handed, so there's no point in trying to give a two-handed. So get rid of that. Now. Gain Curve of Life Vim. Still draws hide. Hide armor. Gold. All that. No one's going to use that. Mighty Face +2, we're going to be using that. Intermediate. Get rid of that. No one uses that. Inspired Wisdom +2, get rid of that. Mental Flow +2, get rid of that. Living Flame. No one's doing that really. Ring of Ghostly Pathways. Intermediate, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now, all these potions that we're not using, we're not going to use that rod either, we'll never remember it. Keep that. Feel the face. Oh. Get rid of the curse on. Not the way she's just gonna go. That's inflict critical. We're not into removals and stuff yet. Missile, still not anywhere near there. That's the race dead. Need them. We've got no removals, okay. Get rid of all of these. Cure Light will keep that. Cure Moderate will keep that. Nope. 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 Let's see if there's any info there we need. There's probably no more books of info we need to worry about, actually. All good. Now, oh, we don't need them no more, do we? Roll 2. Well, we're not using alchemy. We're not going to worry about them. Probably should. But unless we start using them, there's no point in worrying about them. Get that. See what else we got. We got a lot there, actually. Keep looking. 78 to go back then. Raised dead. So a couple of resurrection instead of a couple of raised dead. That's fine. That's fine. Now. Copy. And then do something else, aren't we? Oh yeah. You. We've already got that. You need it. Only time you'll ever lose. Oh, it's okay. That's part way through. Right. So I think with that we can go back to here. Go back in and set that thing up. We'll have to buy some material points first, but that's not hard now, is it? Because we've got money. Here we go. Get some material points done. You decree. And there we are. Here we go. And it's time to head back to Wintersfun. I want to finish that before I do anything else. Even Ellen's wedding can wait for us.
There are many roads to success.
So 21,499, 31, 36,499. Oh, evade them. Have a look at them. Counting that. Senior comrades. Fear of the surface. A group of Mongols has arrived in Dresden. The hunters may have been brave in their underground caves, but they have lost their nerve on the surface. They are scared of sunlight, get disoriented by open spaces, and feel perturbed by unfriendly opponents. Plan asks the commander to be understanding regarding the comrade's anxiety, but not throw them straight into the thick of things. Put them at that. Right, that's fine. Oh, you don't have them. You there. Don't really have nothing we can attack right now. But events, nothing. Trees, nothing. Out we go. Someone on the road. What's this? There's another of those ghosts.
I will guide.
Oh, what's this? I've met cultist cleric. The cultist smiled sweetly. Well, what do we have here? The freshly minted commander straight from Dresden. Here is what's going to happen, Commander. You will give us specimen 367. We will bring it back to the master bladesmith, and no one will get hurt. If you refuse, well, prepare to die. Bladesmith, is it? Then I know who you creeps are. You're from the same lot that slaughtered my party, then tortured me for some dark experiment. Commander, just give me the order. I'll wipe the floor with them. Specimen 3, what? Yes, the specimen, the sentient weapon that was taken from us by a cheap ploy by the Crusaders. Don't try to deny it, we know you have it. What a sight, a cult is complaining about Crusaders using cheap tricks. Snakes will be complaining about us being rude and violent. Sentient weapon, this is huge. If you really have one, Commander, keep it for yourself. Those lowlives don't deserve it. About that, Finian. Oh dear. Someone's going to have a word with this boy. Who is this bladesmith? A great artisan and teacher who renounced his name and passed to serve the weaponsmith's craft. His demonic blades never break, his magic arrows never miss their mark. His creations are incredible. Although the piece you have in your possession is still far from perfect, not supposed to fall into hands of outsiders, we want it back. I'm not giving Finian to you. Then we'll take the specimen ourselves. Show this scumbag what's what, Commander. The battle.
Let's have some
I
fun.
really don't see this as being difficult for you. Well, did you enjoy that, you lot? Because we did.
Some
Not much of a challenge, mind you, but let's have a word with Finian. From the chat, we got ambushed by cultists who spoke some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. Finian saw his game all too well. He was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimens they want from you. Maybe they thought I had stolen something from them. Wait, I just remember something. His voice turns hopeful. That bladesmith's workshop was just outside it, right by the walls. If Goran Willen were ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. Finding these cultists was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle. Right now, just say the word. Like I feel this newfound strength. When you go to it, make sure to bring me along. That's all for now. Alright, let me have a look at him now. Not you. What are you using? You're using Finian. Oh, he's gone up to +3 enhancement. Composite, Ghost Touch, Heartseeker, Cold Iron, Goodle. He's got a lot of stuff. Have a look what we've got here. This is a +3 Ghost Touch Heartseeker weapon. The weapon can tear the soul of a living enemy. Whenever it lands a hit, it deals additional 1d6 force damage. But uses these strengths. The Ghost Touch weapon deals damage normally against incorporeal creatures, regardless of its buff. Incorporeal creatures 50% reduction in damage from corporeal sources. Right, we know that one. Heartseeker ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, so the attack must still target the proper square. The special ability does not apply against aberrations, oozers, plants, outsiders. Well, most self-invited outsider, or with the elemental subtype, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. Gold Iron, good aligned, and enhancement +3. Oh, nice. If I remember it, it means I don't have to align his stuff anymore. Well, that's just plus. I got rid of the wrong one there. Gold Iron. Why does it have 2 lots of Gold Iron? I think that might be a misprint. Right. Huh? And let's get all the spells. Oh, hang on. Oh, we need to rest. You think there's no glory without risk, but why do you want glory? So you can fight off cowards and admirers. Glory's nice to have, but you can't let it go to your head. When I was a street thief, I'd live for pulling reckless stunts to see the way the other street kids looked at me afterwards.
Easy.
Can be the band where no signs of struggle anywhere. The tracks indicate the who's head left Wellington. Pop all of these out. Now, Darren.
Are made to be broken. Adayan. 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 Adayan.
Ah.
Stagioni servitur! Stagioni servitur!
future awaits us.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Stagioni Savitur! Stagioni Savitur! Inimosi
Very
Travisi!
good.
Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi!
Good.
Inimosi Travisi!
What else? Oh yeah. Get to these now.
Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi!
Oh, good. Back skin. Something pet.
Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi!
We will win
Dealer,
this
mount
war.
up.
Inimosi travisi, ona, adayan ona, adayan ona, adayan. Amranda grata, akarane sente.
You. Mount up.
Is there trouble?
You. On me.
Ba, ea, riti.
Oh, hang on, you don't need to, do you? Oh, I didn't. That's on me.
Tjo, wash,
The wing's never fun.
Hey, you got the bears.
Inimosi Travisi!
The world is full of wonder.
It's only me who made the mistake, isn't it? Anyway,
Ea, riti. Ba, ea,
but I didn't give you the thing.
ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti.
Strengths on the others.
Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti.
That was wrong.
Riti. Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti. Ba, ea, riti.
Alright, that's good.
A simple
That-
smile goes a long way.
There.
Yes,
And
yes,
yourself.
yes.
That on you. That on land.
Ba, ea, riti.
Oh. That and Darren.
Ba, ea, riti.
Good. Oh, good. Fan. Gorilla. Kill my gorilla.
Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi!
That one too.
Inimosi Travisi! Inimosi Travisi! Patricium Turino!
Okay, now me.
Never stop learning.
Get the fire. That damage reduction. Falling comes on. Goes off. Right. Now, we want to head over this way. Get into the village. been there. The somber sacred scarred warrior guarding the gates of the settlement almost choked when he see you. Stop! Stop, you monster! You've some nerve just showing up outside the walls of Winston like this. Why are you glaring at me? Do you think you can avoid the wrath of the Lady of the Sun? Is this our guest? I welcome in Winter Sun now. I remember you used to be as famed as the most hospitable clan. People used to say visitors to Winter Sun never leave empty-handed. What happened? There may be a war going on, but the spirits won't praise you for turning feral on folk. Know nothing about this place, who are you, and what is this settlement? You're awfully inquisitive for demons, aren't you? I'm not a demon. You must have just crawled out of your abyss, since you don't know what? Is that it? Well, know this. You're at the walls of Wintersun, your final bastion of the defenders of Socorus. The mighty Marobek rules here, greatest of all warriors ever to be born on this land, and we are protected by the Lady of the Sun, a sorceress whose powers are so great that she could intimidate an army of your kind on the spot. Why are you talking to me like this? I'm no bloody demon. What's wrong with you? How else should I talk to a filthy spawn of the abyss? But I suppose you're right. Time to let our blades do the talking. Stop, children of Wintersun. The voice, soft and stirring, is coming from the statue adorning the gate. Stop, do not raise your weapons. Let them pass. The creature is my guest. I shall keep an eye on him. No can harm the children of Wintersun within my domain. The warrior's face hardens. What? Let this monster into our village? When we're the last place standing against the demons, now that Dresden's fallen. You heard the Lady of the Sun, dimwit. Let him pass. What's this demon going to do to us anyway? The Lady of the Sun has protected us all these years. And no abomination from the abyss has ever captured Wintersun. And it's not going to happen today either. The second guard squints at you grimly. Suddenly you hear a crash and screams from somewhere behind the gate. Then comes a wall of warriors. Then comes the call of warriors to me. Both guards throw up a steely look at you before they leaving their posts and running towards commotion. Only the wooden idol now remains to watch over the settlement's outskirts. Well, that don't sound good, does it? See what's going on. Well, everyone's a criminal here. You got a giant bloody demon, a babau. No crowding here. Good neighbours, no crowding. A babau demon holding a pretty flower basket flourishes a predatory grin. Poor Dad is not himself. He lost his family in Dresden and has been drowning his grief in wine for a few days. He always picks fights when he's drunk. And you know what a stone mason's face are like. He killed a boy, cry voices from the crowd. Make way, neighbour, we'll put him in the cellar to sleep it off. Sheila, her eyes flashing, reaches for weapons. This is going to turn ugly. We need to get people back to their houses. We can deal with the Baylor. The babau turns around and hisses at the culprit. A huge Baylor at whose feet a young barbarian is lying covered in blood. I'm so tired of you, neighbour Dar. Go home and stop ruining the fun for the rest of us. What are you doing hitting the poor flower girl? Not the flower girl. Ah, wake up. Now we got a dragon here too. I don't think it's Terendlev somehow. And we got more demons. What the hell? What the demon is going on here? A tall warrior with dark hair and grey eyes stands between the humans and the roaring Baylor. He looks the fiend right in the eye. Are you forgetting where you are? These lands are protected by the Lady of the Sun. Behave. Alright, Marabek Grunwald. I'll throw you out of my town. The Baylor's laughter is booming. You really think your beloved beauty can do anything to me? If I wanted, I could break a neck and yours, and your little worms, and the necks of every puny little human in the district, and then I'll pay a visit to the castle in the clouds and clear out the every sunny little follower. I'm sick of this game anyway. I'm leaving for now. What the hell's wrong with this lot? Go on your business now. There's nothing to go up at. The warrior bends down and picks up several of the flowers from the basket belonging to Babao. He notices you and his expression hardens infinitesimally. Ah, guest of my lady. I am the chief of Wintersun clan. You can take a look around if you wish. You must visit me in the clan hall. It'd be rude of you not to pay a proper visit to the master while you're in his house. Demons are walking around your town like it's a home away from home. Rebec's mouth twists like he's biting back at his thought. He desperately wants to live it. In that case, shouldn't thanks be in order, demon. Not for the kindness of the lady, you would have been killed on the spot. I came here to find out who killed my crusaders. The bodies are lying in the shrine by the lake. The lady's shrine is sacred to all the children of Wintersun. If someone has desecrated it with murder, they will be punished. You and all the people of Wintersun, your orders proclaim your evil deeds. You cannot hide from the Aeon's eyes. Don't care who you think you are, you're on my land and you're going to follow my laws. Alright, I accept your invitation. These people are nuts. Nuts may be putting it lightly. There's one peasant there who's not a criminal. I'm there. There's Nera. A woman with a wealth of long dark hair stands by the statue, carefully touching the wood. Her long fingers slide along the smooth surface, searching for cracks and scratches. As you approach, the woman startles, tossing her hair back, and you see her eye sockets are empty. Scabbed over like cold scars. Who's there? Then I don't recognise footsteps. The Knight Commander of the Crusaders. I came from Dresden looking for my missing people. A visitor from the outside and a Crusader too? Next exclaims enthusiastically. But then she seems to falter, quirking her head like she's trying to listen to something. Her fingers tremble nervously. What do you want to talk to me about? Tell me about this settlement. This place was once the capital of Wintersun clan. Yes, capital. In the glory days of old Zarkoris, the clan controls vast swathes of land, with several settlements and many farmsteads. But when the accursed Arilu opened the world wound, the clan began to wither like a sapling that's been chopped up at the roots. Then the world wound opened even wider and the blight reached these lands. The children of Wintersun either died defending their homes or left in search of better life somewhere. In the end, all that was left was this one settlement. Only the toughest, most stubborn people were left. The ones who were prepared to survive and defend their land to their last breaths. For even they would have perished if not for the Lady of the Sun. Since she came here, demons haven't dared attack. Life is hard here, the soil is weak, and the animals will hunt few and far between. But it is our home. If we leave our homes and we stop singing our songs, the memory of Sarkoris will die too. A small settlement surrounded by demons, crumbling but not yet broken. A place where dark deeds are happening. Also familiar. Something tells me that Wintersun has its own traitorous Wendoag too. Tell me about the Lady of the Sun. Marabok, the leader of Wintersun clan, met her on a hunt many years ago when he was a young man. People say it was love at first sight, and the Lady of the Sun left her magical castle in the clouds to live with Marabek in a humble hut. The Lady of the Sun is a powerful sorceress. She gave Marabek his hunting dragon and protected Wintersun against the demons all these years. Ever since he came here, not a single demon has attacked the place. You're overrun with demons, love. Magic users were feared in Sarkoris in the old days, and for good reason. You remember that a cursed witch who brought all these calamities down on us? But we trusted the Lady of the Sun and accepted her as our protector, although it was not an easy decision. There's something strange going on in Wintersun. Your fellow villagers call me a monster, while they themselves converse with demons like it's nothing. Demons? Within these walls, that's not possible. The Lady of the Sun promised to protect us. Besides, the settlement has old runestones that start to flicker when demons approach. Even if the monster tricked us somehow, by disguising themselves, the stones would have warned us about the danger. My people wouldn't be caught dead chatting to sworn enemies. I've been looking for missing crusaders and found their bodies at the shrine of the Lady of the Sun. Bodies at the shrine? That is very strange. The children of Wintersun are no enemies of the crusaders, and no one would dare sully the Lady of the Sun's shrine with blood of allies. Arabic always keeps a shrine adorned with flowers of the Lady of, along with his trophies, slaying demons. Demons? You're saying that he leaves dead demons? What madness is this? But at least we know who is responsible for bodies in the shrine. Eagle's eyes are ablaze. The woman is silent for a while, gathering her thoughts. Listen, stranger. There's something odd happening in Wintersun, it's true. The Lady of the Sun promised us protection, and demons truly have never attacked the settlement. There are visitors that come here from the outside. They often come, and they look like crusaders, merchants from Mendev, scholars from Absalom, or kin of Our Lady from her castle in the clouds. Some of them even live here long term, and every single one of them acts strangely. They talk to us like there's some great joke and we're not in it. And sometimes there are rougher types who do something wild. I've tried broaching the subject with people I trust, but they either don't believe me or they're afraid to speak openly. Marivok does not permit any doubts about him or the Lady of the Sun or her guests. And there's something else. Grief wells up in the woman's voice. Every few years someone in the village goes mad. Usually one of our guard, the hunters, who go out on forays to kill demons. They either start weeping, begging for forgiveness, or they attack their neighbours. Time doesn't turn its back on its children. That's why these mad people are only put outside the settlement walls. But everyone now believes they're beyond helping. They are mad and angry at the entire world. A secret horror gnaws at the soul of Wintersun, but I can't see it or find out what it is, and I don't know how to help you solve it, friend. All I can give you is this piece of advice. Check the runestones. They should warn us about demons in the vicinity, and if they are not doing that, then some evil at work here. If you want answers, quickly go straight to Marivok. This is the only person who has been able to castle in the cloud, or being told the castle in the clouds, and even he had a key to it hidden somewhere. He knows more than anyone else. But watch yourself, Marivok is a mighty warrior, quick to anger and ruthless, and the limits of Lady of the Sun's powers are entirely unknown. Thanks for telling me this. Goodbye. Alright, so we kind of need to find some runestone. Okay, well, there's loot. Get that.
My expertise prevails.
In the standing stone, is that the same?
No challenge at all.
Oh, that's fixing how it. Window proofs a single tree. Night down in a thicket. Okay. Up over here.
What a find.
There's a runestone. The runestone is fake. It has no power to detect demons.
That posed little challenge. There are many roads to success.
There's a standing stone.
Easy.
Rely on your own strength, on your own cunning, your own true arrow, etc. Okay. Nice phrases and stuff. Okay, cool. That's that. We're not going in there yet. What's that? Moonstone was smashed and pieces carefully hidden. Oh. We got to go back to her now. Okay. Well, that would take us back outside entirely. It's certainly not what we... Up here. Yeah, that's it. The runestones were broken. Replaced with fakes. Though demons truly can roam here and no one would even suspect because we are facing the stone's warning and in the Lady of the Sun's protection. The only thing we can do is go to Maribek and demand our answers. I want to believe that he's been deceived and will act on our behalf, on behalf of his clan, when he's showing you proof. Destruction of runestones is true betrayal of our clan. Alright, who are you anyway? My name is Gazmira. I was a senior woodshaper in Wintersun. A woodcarver or sculptor, as you would call it. My level of skill was not bestowed on everyone. We woodshapers do not consider wood to be just a material. Do not make something out of it. It gives wood new birth. Reveal its beauty in a new form. I come from an ancient line of craftsmen and women. And I swear that I have done everything to avoid bringing shame to my ancestors' memory. I strove to preserve beauty and in the midst of chaos. It is what the demons had turned Sarkoris into, aided by the traitor Elrilu. But one day my gift failed me. At the request of Marivok, our chief clan, I was tasked with carving a statue of Lady of the Sun. But no matter how hard I tried, instead of a beautiful elf, my chisel again and again revealed a hideous monster in the wood. Marivok went into a rage when he saw my work. Gizmera says, her voice quieter now, he personally cut out my eyes as punishment. Well, that's not nice. And the journeymen were given the task of finishing the statue. The clan did not turn its back on me, of course. Children of Wintersun do not drive out their own, even those who have transgressed before the entire community. They allowed me to do simple carvings and to take care of the statues. That is how I lived since that day. That Marivok of yours, he's a nasty piece of work, isn't he? Robbing an artist of a sight, that's not just brutal, it's foul. Some murderers are less depraved than that. Alright, thank you. So next up, we need to go and, not the cave, here.
There are many roads to success.
Oh, that's wrong. Up here. There we are.
I will guide.
The mighty Marivok sits on a dais covered in petals, covered in pelts. In one enormous hand he's holding a single flower. Face wears a grim expression. There's a dragon, there's some demons, and there he is. Chief, we brought the traitor. A tall female warrior drags a stumbling woman with empty eye sockets before the hall. We have several witnesses who say she was slandering the Lady of the Sun and a guest, and that she even urged her neighbour to spy on them. Hand me the axe. Marivok's voice is grim. I've been very patient with you, Gizmera. You dared to dishonour the Lady of the Sun, our happiness and protection. You didn't repent. You only nursed your malice in secret. I see now that taking your eyes was not enough. This time I'll take your hands. What are you doing here, you blackguard? Raising your hand against innocence. You've earned the ancestors' wrath, but sure, it's a bad thing to raise your fist against a clan elder. I really want to smack you on. Heaven knows that I believe in forgiveness and redemption, but I do so dearly want to kill that man. And I won't even regret it. Yorkie, are we going to watch this atrocity happen? Is this how justice is always dispensed in Wintersun? Feel the weight of Marivok's gaze on you. Ah, there you are, stranger. Good you came, saves me from chasing you after you all around Wintersun. Here in this hall is a place of power for me and my lady. I will kill you here and then go with my people to Dresden and hand it over to its rightful masters. Warriors of Wintersun, attack. Okay, well, that's the thing.
Isn't that boring after all?
First up, oh come on. First up, Darren. them out. Healer.
Into the fray!
Let's try this one.
And step back. That's not going to help you with dragons.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yorkie, get back.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Catastrophe. You sure? Going to have some speed on. Just check something. Okay, I can wait. You're standing there, so take him down.
So it comes to this.
Dead and away. Get them out. Well, hang on, get them out. Well, the dragon has cold breath, but it's not going to be alive much longer, so... Told you.
You won't survive me.
Right, Bradley Kitsune.
Away, you rascal!
All done. You're all that's left, mate. You're done. But I can go off of that and just let them take you down. You ain't got no chance. And lady, don't leave me, don't leave me. Let's see what that is. I gotta take another quick break. I'll be back. Right, lords and ladies, we're back. Let's see what we can do here.
That posed little challenge.
Let's go outside first. Moribek. The wounded Moribek is, Moribok, is shivering as if from a fever. He tries to take the human skull from the plinth in front of the Lady of the Sun statue, but his weakened grasp spasms, and the skull rolls towards you, stopping at your feet. The warrior watches it with stricken eyes, muttering key, before turning to the statue. My lady, my love, forgive me, I failed you, I lost. Didn't even keep the key safe after you gave it to me. Come, protect our winter son. But if you can't, take me away. Take me to your castle in the clouds. Marivok's prayer does not go unanswered. A shadow unnaturally narrow, also a criminal, and trembling separates from the Lady of the Sun statue and floats above the floor. A delicate hand, or maybe a claw, reaches out and touches the slumped head of the dying warrior with a soft, almost tender gesture. And then you hear an airy, otherworldly voice directly in your mind. Why are you mortals so fond of breaking other people's toys? It's not your bloody toy. So you're the rot that's festering in the winter sun. You're a despicable beast, and you don't deserve any other name. My kinsmen, my neighbours, have suffered because of you. Death would be too light a punishment for you, scum. So you're the Lady of the Sun? That is what they call me here, replies the insect-like shadow. But you may call me by another name, Jerrybeth. Call you whatever I bloody want, right now, scumbag. What have you done to these people? I merely planted a few ideas in their heads, laughter and high and abrasive, like a buzzing insect reverberates in your mind. You have dealt with buzzing insects before. It's elegant in its simplicity. I make all the people of Wintersun see demons as humans, elves, dwarves, and they see real mortals as demons. They live in a topsy-turvy world where the lands of the Worldwound are teeming with brave crusaders, and where Dresden was recently captured by an army of hideous monsters from the abyss. If your firebrand, Queen Galfrey, would show up here, the people would take her for one of Disgary's spawn and try to slay her on the spot. And the children of Wintersun already have so much blood on their hands. Every weary traveller who happened to discover this mortal oasis in the midst of the scarred lands of the Worldwound, who rushed with brimming hope towards its walls, died at the hands of the clan, and they all fervently believed that they were fighting demons. Why did other demons visit here? There is no other place in all the Worldwound like my little winter son. I don't allow other demons to kill the people in my domain. Instead, they come to play. They shrug off their demon guides and pretend to be mortals. Even Lady Nocticula in the Midnight Isles does not offer such exotic amusements. You don't seem at all afraid, monster. What's stopping from killing you here and now? Marivok's shoulders convulse. He struggles in vain to stand and shield the insect-like shadow from you. I will fly off to my sanctum faster than you can blink. Besides, are you ready to doom all of Wintersun to a horrible fate? That's the sly voice in your head. You probably want to open the poor barbarian's eyes to the truth, but you can't do that without my help. Even if you do, by some miracle, find a way to do it, the children of Wintersun will have to live with the knowledge of what they've done all these years. Yeah, because you fooled them into doing it. They will recall every murdered crusader and traveller that plunged their spears into or burned on a holy pyre. Many of them will not survive the truth you will inflict on them. The rest will be cut down by demons, for I am the only one protecting them from such a fate, even now. Oh, you bloody not the right in my lands. But I have a better solution. I will change the clan, so that from this day forward they will see true mortals and demons alike as humans. I will make them believe that the Crusaders have won a final, resounding victory, and peace now reigns in the Worldwound, and all that the demons have driven back to the abyss. Every last one. Wintersun will remain a free oasis in the... No. This is a no. What you have wrought here is a perversion of the natural order. I have the power to correct it with a snap of my fingers. Outside the clamour starts to smell. What as well? 1, 2, a dozen voices cry out in astonishment, then horror. No, not me, please, rasped Marivok, struggling to lift his head off the floor. Gathering his strength, he barks out more clearly. I don't need the truth. I don't want to lose you, my lady. I knew. A grey smile warps the warrior's face. I guessed a long time ago that you weren't who you seemed to be. But you brought peace to my people and me, and I kept your secret as best I could. I stamped out any suspicions, and the people who voice them, sometimes. I want to live in your light. I don't want to be without you. No matter how much I may despise those who serve as sycophants for the demons, There is some twisted beauty in this. The fellow is brave enough to be honest about what he wants. I do not know many people are capable of that. Gotten into you. What about I hate all filthy blasted demons and their minions? I truly do hate all blasted filthy demons and their minions. And yet I can still appreciate a man who knows what he wants. Maribok falls into both categories. It's an amusing duality. You should be familiar with the concept, Lan. Yeah, you'll have to face it, Lan. Literally, face it. You cannot read the emotion of the creature's horrifying face, half hidden by shadows. It answers Maribok. It does so wordlessly, directly into his mind. After a moment's silence, you hear a voice in your head. Give him to me. Oh. Maribok's soul, mutilated by his crimes, lies open to you like a book. You can see his pride and his agonizing love for his lady. You also see islands untouched by corruption, achieves loyalty to his clan, and reverence for the will of his ancestors. Force Maribok to see the truth. Chief Maribok, you are guilty of betraying your clan. You are the one guilty here, if you knew. You are guilty of letting your sworn enemies into your home, trampling the memory and law of Sarkoris. Your sentence is a burden of truth. Look upon the thing that you love. The power crashes down on the chief in a single fearsome strike, ripping him out of the grip of the illusion. The false memories of warped perspective, all of it dissipates like smoke, leaving behind the exaltation of unforgiving truth. Maribok stands. They withstand the shock of your power with surprising equanimity. He raises his eyes to Jeribeth and holds the grotesque creature unflinchingly. I have been judged. Fairly judged, and I must make amends to my people. Farewell, my lady. Farewell, but no. You were and always will be my son. Jeribeth switches oddly. You could not tell if she's speaking to Maribok, but her words for you are a malevolent wave of chittering. I could not stop you, Commander. This place at the time I could not stop you, but we'll see what happens next. I'm returning to the Ivory Sanctum, the castle in the clouds, as they call it. You have a key to my home, but will you find out how to use it? I'll be expecting your visit. Oh, we can get there now, but it's not ready yet. I read somewhere that that's basically the end of the chapter. I got a lot of other stuff I need to do first. Jeribeth's shadow disappears into portal, and her departure spells the end of an era in the life of winter. Gesmira, the Carver, is cowering against the wall. She's gone. I can feel it. I feel like something's changed. I'll tell the people what you did for us, Commander. You defeated me and opened my eyes, Commander. Curse you for that. I won't dare be at odds with you again. The doors of Winston will always be open to you. Don't expect thanks from me. It wasn't meant to be something to thank me for. Your punishment to see what you've done. Alright. Right, let's get out here. Now we've got this section to do. Examine. Might not be anything here. Looks like there isn't.
My expertise prevailed.
Maribok looks sullen and tired, but there is still stubbornness in his pride and his bearing. You again. Felt a lot you want to say to me. If I wanted to, I'd have said it, Maribok bites out. After a moment's silence, he adds, you thought up a good punishment for me. I could have lied to the clan, hidden the fact that I helped the lady all the while knowing her true nature. Memory of my ancestors and your sentence stopped me from doing that. I summoned the children of Wintersun, the sacred stone circle, where down through the generations the guilty have bared their soul before the clan. I told them everything, and I was forced to look my people in the eye to see their anger. I betrayed their trust. Remember my shame, for I almost abandoned them all, begging the lady to save me, take me with her. Can a clan chief sink any lower? You're harsh, Commander, but fair. Fortunately, I've not forgotten what honour is. Your fairness will be rewarded with loyalty. You're right about one thing, you betrayed your people. You can't sink any lower than that. I bet you'll say that your clan needs you, and that's the only reason you haven't thrown already thrown yourself on your sword in disgrace? But I don't think so. If you still had a drop of honor in you, you'd go out into the waste and kill as many demons as you could, and then you'd die. Embrace death, I wish I could. But there is no one who would take over the burden of leading my people. How is life in Wintersun now? Not clear yet, too little time has passed. Yeah, I've just walked through a door, of course it has. Ask me again in a week or two, and I'll answer. I'll even provide you with warriors. Should any of my people be capable of holding a weapon? I'm in your debt after all. Are you still sad about Jerebeth? Yes. Always will be. You can't understand. You're the most unique, most magical creature I have ever met in my life. Frightening too, but what of it? I'm no lamb either. Being with her was a torment and a joy I will never forget. Right, well I have to go. Farewell, Commander. And head out of there. Pick all that stuff up on the way out. And we got this area. And this cave as well. Actually, we probably should do the cave first. No, we probably should rest before doing the cave. Which means we'll finish cleaning up Wintersun, I think, next time. You've been fine companions, a fine court. So let's see you next time, and we're back to the front. It's crazy out there.